Hello, welcome to the Boston Income Fund's quarterly report for the period ended 30 June 2019. My name is Paul Jones and I am the fund manager of the Boston Income Fund. The Boston Income Fund is reporting an official quarterly return of 2.531% for the June 2019 quarter, equivalent to an annualised return of 10.153%, or 11.394%, assuming the consistent reinvestment of quarterly distributions. Thinktank Group Proprietary Limited, the non-bank commercial mortgage lender that forms the basis of the Boston Income Fund's investment strategy, has again produced another strong performance over the recently completed June 2019 quarter. As at 30 June 2019, Thinktank recorded total loans under management of $1.08 billion across 1,638 loan accounts. In comparative terms, the dollar value of loans under management has grown in the 12 months since June 2018 by $282 million, a 35.2% increase in the value of loans under management, whilst the quantum of loan accounts under management has also shifted upwards by 436 loan accounts, a year-on-year growth rate of 36.3%. Deeper loan book metrics taken from the Thinktank commercial property loan portfolio at the end of the quarter are equally as impressive. The weighted average loan-to-value ratio, or LVR, across the portfolio at 30 June 2019 is 62.58%. This represents a 68 basis point reduction on the same ratio reported in the June 2018 quarter, but at the same time is also a 6 basis point increase in the weighted average LVR from the March 2019 quarter. Investors should note that this levelling out in weighted average LVR is not a sign of concern, but more of a manifestation of regulator policy around mortgage lending, and a change that was fully anticipated. Boston Managed Investments is satisfied that Thinktank is focused on maintaining prime, bank quality credit at the core of its lending policy. Thinktank loan arrears of greater than 30 days have again continued to track closely in line with historical averages over the quarter. As at 30 June 2019, the quantum of loan accounts with repayment arrears of greater than 30 days as a percentage of the loan book volume is 0.95%. A closer analysis of the reported loan arrears over the June 2019 quarter confirms that there are no onerous anticipated losses nor any significant clusters amongst geographic or industry sectors, and Boston Managed Investments is convinced that loan arrears are being carefully and diligently and responsibly managed by Thinktank. During the June 2019 quarter, the Australian market had its first change in the official cash rate since August 2016, when, on 5 June 2019, the Reserve Bank of Australia Board announced its decision to cut the official cash rate by 25 basis points, from 1.5 to 1.25%. Market participants and observers were not entirely surprised by the June 2019 rate cut, with many anticipating a move towards looser monetary policy given the persistent downward trending movements in the 30-day bank bill swap rate. The 30-day bank bill swap rate at 30 June 2019 was 1.22%, down from a high of 2.04% 6 months earlier, suggesting the possibility of more official rate cuts by the Reserve Bank. Indeed, on 3 July 2019, just prior to the publication of this video report, the Reserve Bank announced that it had elected to reduce the cash rate by a further 25 basis points to a new historically low level of 1%. The annual return on the Boston Income Fund is dependent on movements in the bank bill swap rate. Investors will note that there has been a 23 basis point fall in the Boston Income Fund's annualised return, published for June 2019, when compared to the March 2019 quarter. This reported change in annualised return has been significantly driven by deterioration in the bank bill swap rate, which fell by the 57 basis points over the same period. The continued strength of the Boston Income Fund, however, is confirmed by the fund's annualised return margin over the bank bill swap rate, which has been maintained at a consistent level against previous quarters, and is also a 34 basis points higher than the annualised return margin that we reported last quarter in March 2019. Should you wish to discuss your investment in the Boston Income Fund, please feel free to contact me using the number that is currently shown on screen. Thank you for watching another of our quarterly video presentations.